god.
Put my penis in a hose.
Why? 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 Why?
Not time for this bullshit. Ugh. What should we watch, chat? Should we just go down the list? It's time to cringe more. Alright, it's time to cringe, bro.
Like the video and...
Because y'all know how we love these videos. You know how we do.
Subscribe right now, and I'll show you a picture of super weird doggo sleeping. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What's the worst thing you done as a horny teen? Got into a serious relationship that lasted 14 years. Worst idea ever. Damn. I felt bad about 4 years gone along with a lot of confidence. I get this one. Some older guy told me and my friends that girls subconsciously crave the smell of semen in your underpants.
What?
This one kid fell for it. To be honest, the rest of us were disgusted by him trying it out for the next few days, but we were curious to see if it worked. It didn't.
Wait. I didn't catch the first one. Wait. What'd they say?
As a horny teen. Got into a serious relationship that lasted 14 years. Worst idea ever. Damn. I felt bad about 4 years gone along with a lot of confidence.
Wait, what? Wait. I'm like trying to figure. I'm kind of scratching my head here. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait, what? The person as a teenager had a relationship for 14 years. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm not sure where this is going, and if that's why I didn't really respond to it. I'm not sure what the fuck this one meant. Because if it lasted 14 years and you're a teenager, how the fuck does that? No, never mind.
I get
bro.
this one. Some older guy told me and my friends that girls subconsciously crave the smell of semen in your underpants.
And this bullshit.
This one kid fell for it. To be honest, the rest of us were disgusted by him trying it out for the next few days, but we were curious to see if it worked. It didn't.
Stop right there. Stop.
Yeah, that guy is definitely a sexual predator and or a possible pedophile. Something Sean and his homies would do. Yeah, okay.
So he just nutted into his underwear and walked around in his own goop.
Whoa!
Well, that's enough it for me. Literally climbed a mountain so I could jack off in peace away from my family. Did it twice on the same vacation. This man is dedicated. What goes up must come down.
Goes up must come down. Honestly, I don't think this one's true. This one can't be true.
Pick the girlfriend who was hot, rather than the girlfriend who was nice. Masturbated with the handle of a hairbrush using hair gel and nail polish as lube. Oh god.
I'm sorry. Wait. Hair gel and nail polish as lube. Why nail polish? What the fuck? What? Are you just trying to fuck that? Just ruin your whole shit? You know, you trying to ruin your shit. You trying to have blisters on your shit. Whatever, bro.
Take my upvote. Used plastic wrap as a condom. You're the one my mother warned me about. Never trust a man. Tilly. They'll tell you plastic wrap works as a condom, and I promise you it doesn't. Classy. I discovered a plastic shopping bag is easier to find. The thin kind. I'm not sadistic.
Bro, how do you imagine literally wrapping your dick up, bro? Literally wrapping it up in plastic wrap.
Got off to a private lap dance in GTA 5. I'd judge someone if they said they hadn't.
They got off to a private lap dance in GTA. Down horrendous.
Back in my day we had San Andreas strippers. Great grandmother owned a sewing shop back in the day, a place you could buy various sewing supplies. The shop was mostly frequented by women, and it turned out that my great grandmother would also secretly sell wax dildos. Very realistic ones. One day I found a box of stock from that shop in the attic. Imagine my surprise when I found like 5 or 6 wax penises in there. Thought it was amusing and didn't think much of it until a couple months later. Horny, home alone and desperate, I recalled the discovery I had made months earlier.
Oh god.
I went into the attic, grabbed the wax figure that appealed to me most, washed it and had my fun with it. As it turns out, when wax is in a warm environment, it begins to lose its shape. A discovery I made once I removed the wax penis from my self. After prolonged exposure to a 38.5 C environment, the wax figure had lost its shape and no longer resembled a penis. It was basically just a wax stick. I tried to give it back its previous shape, but I'm no sculptor. I put it in the bin, hidden sort of in the middle of the bin, so it wouldn't be visible to anyone opening the bin, but also not visible through the bag once it was emptied. And that was that. It did the job, which is pretty cool for a 100-year-old wax penis, but its supply was limited, and since wax wasn't the best medium to use for internal pleasure, I decided to buy myself proper Shrek's toys shortly after. This is a great story, but when you said grandma it reminded me the night when I was at my grandparents' sleeping for the night, and I had to share the bed with grandma. She was asleep. I was watching Cartoon Network until I started switching channels and Venus, a porn channel that you had to pay for, was unblocked. So I started watching, got horny, did the deed, called it a good night. I don't know if she knew, but she was facing the other side of the bed opposite from the
Them niggas need to get, no, bro. Them niggas need to get, no, they need to take a nice, long bath in some holy water. I'm not gonna lie. They need a nice and long bath in some holy water. What kind of human are you to do that next to your own grandmother, bro? You can't just get up and go, like, I don't know, just get up and go to the bathroom. Is it that hard to just get up and go to the bathroom or some shit? Why next to your own grandmother? My God.
Put my penis in a hose.
Why? 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 Why?
Just stop it right there, bro. Just cut it off right there. You lost me at put your penis in a hose, okay? That's what you lost me. Why? What type of horniness do you have to be to put your cock in a hose, huh? Why? Why? Back
the other side of the bed opposite from the TV. Put my penis in a hose. Got hard. Turned the water on. Tore the inner skin.
Drop trying to come up.
I think he had foreskin. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But either way, though, like, why? Why would you do that? What, like, I would expect like a kid to do that or some shit, but like, what? Like what? Yeah, they're not saying the ages here, but like, what the fuck?
Painful laugh. Now I can pull the penis skin down an extra inch.
Now you can pull this penis skin down an extra inch.
I'm uncircumcised.
Hey. If you ain't rocking the hoodie, that's tough.
Thanks, my dick hurts now. Thought that said horse instead of hose for a second there and I panicked.
Hold on, wait, what?
Hurts now. Thought that said horse instead of hose for a second there and I panicked.
I mean, either way, regardless, either or, it's not it's still not that good. I mean, what are you doing? Putting your dick in a hose. Why would you put your dick in the hose in the first place? How do you even get that type of like idea to do that? What like in what situation do you need to be to say, no, you know what? This hose is looking kind of nice. You know, I'm gonna put my dick in there and I'm gonna try on the water. What position do you have to be to do that? I don't get it.
Stick the dick in vacuum cleaner to get sucked off.
Oh my god. I thought we've seen this shit before. I thought we've seen this before.
I said don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room. Not sure how many people caught that in Scary Movie. Did it?
Bro, what? So last story, it was sticking your dick in a damn hose. Now it's sticking it in a vacuum cleaner. What is this, bro? Y'all can't do chores without getting horny? You can't do chores without getting horny nowadays?
At work. Asking for a friend. Had Shreks in the back of our theater class and jizz all over a set wall.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
And had Shreks in the back of our theater class and jizz all over a set wall.
Had sex in the back of the theater class and just over a set wall. That can't be true. That can't be fucking true.
To come or not to come wasn't a question, lol. Yo, I had Shreks in theater class too. It was with a girl who was known as like the lesbian too. Turns out I was the only guy she was attracted to. Half my graduating class still doesn't believe it happened, and I'm fine with that. My 10-year reunion is gonna be fun though. Duck the crevasse between the couch cushions.
Oh
if you did this,
bro, how horny do you have to be to do this?
to Alyssa Milano in the 80s, you are my husband.
What?
Nearly paid for the OnlyFans of a girl I know.
Nearly paid for the OnlyFans of a girl you knew. Wow. Wow.
I can see myself doing this simply out of curiosity.
Down expeditiously.
Masturbated into an empty fast food soda cup in my female friend's family's living room while having phone shreks with my girlfriend on their phone while my friend was in the other room trying to ignore what I was doing. Now that's just rude.
Ew, you nasty ass bastard! You fucking nasty ass motherfucker! That's nasty, man!
What? How the so your friend just let that happen? She just let that shit happen and it was on some like, hey yo, get the fuck out the couch type of shit. How you let someone do that? How you let your friend have like phone sex on your couch and beating off and shit? I ain't gonna lie, that's just after that shit, you're not allowed back in, and I'm blocking you off everything. You're not allowed back in, and I'm blocking you off everything. Simple as that.
Throwaway account because I'm ashamed. Used my mom's dildo. That's not even that bad. I'm a guy and used my sister's before to duck my ass.
Why are you gay?
My ex-girlfriend said in middle school she used to get home from school and have a few hours until her mom got home from work and would use her dildo. Humped a
in middle school? Oh my god, bro.
pile of mud. Mother.
I'm sorry, what?
Nature's is the ultimate MILF.
You humped a pile of mud. Bro, what? What? Hey, chat, Cub was really down and dirty. That nigga was down and dirty.
I have to ask if anybody wondered about your muddy crotch. Masturbated in the office of an elderly cemetery caretaker's house.
What?
An elderly cemetery caretaker's house. Bro, what is wrong with bro? Chat, we're only at like a third of the video, bro. This is only a third of the video. There's still like about 10 minutes left of this shit that we have to go through. How much worse can it possibly be?
He left me in his office while I was doing a community service requirement for graduation. Left me on his PC to update some kind of record. Left me with an open internet connection. I was there for hours and well, click, Pornhub, click, Spankwire. I haven't thought about that in a while. I feel like a douchebag for doing it, but at least I didn't leave a mess behind. Second worst thing I did as a horny teen was masturbate to a bunch of girls in my graduating class. I know that's relatively normal, but I make it a policy to keep anyone I respect out of my masturbatory headspace.
Bro, huh? That's normal. That's relatively normal. Hey, bruh. Yeah, if that's so normal, I want you to go to those girls and tell them what you've been doing. Go out, walk up to those girls and tell them what you've been doing. Let's see how normal they think you are after that, huh?
Yeah, broke that rule pretty quick when summer came along and Carly started wearing short shorts and sandals to senior chemical class. At 16 I had Shreks in the same room as another couple having Shreks. Rooms were limited at that party. It reeked of cigarettes. When I came home at 3 AM my mother was still up and livid. It was pitch dark in the hallway and just remember her yelling, "Is that a hickey?" I went to bed and I heard her scolding my dad, who was dead asleep at the time, for not being more upset, and then she went to sleep on the couch. That's the only time in my life I've ever heard my parents kind of fight. The next day I saw how bad it was and asked her to help me cover it with makeup and seal it with hairspray before my basketball game. Banging in a room with other couples also banging is the hottest shit of all time.
Which one of you freak ass niggas done that shit before? Nobody? Good. Okay.
Around 3 or 4 years ago, my brother went to his friend's house just to play games. And me, I locked the front door. Then I went to my room, closed the window blinds, and locked my room. I stripped naked, go on Pornhub to get rid my horniness. Then 8 minutes later, I got spooked by the doorbell rang 6 times. I hurried to put my clothes on and opened the door. It was my idiot bro. He forgot his wallet and he asked me, "Why you're so sweaty?"
Whatever, bro.
Judging from how tame many of these answers are, I apparently was one weird child. When I was in middle school age, I for some reason decided that just using my hands to masturbate was not good enough. So I attempted several times to make homemade Shrek's toys I could duck. I don't think flashlights were a thing yet, and even if they were, it's not like 12-year-old me was going to be able to buy one. I recall making one out of a paper towel tube and destroyed a stuffed animal trying to make another.
What?
Also, we didn't have cable TV and high-speed internet was not a thing yet, so I used to draw my own pornographic cartoons and pictures to masturbate.
No! He used to draw it?
I also on multiple occasions stuck my dick between the cushions on the couch.
Why is this the second story I hear of someone doing this? Why do you stick your dick between the cushions on the couch? What does that do for you?
One time I used the hose from the vacuum cleaner.
No, and look at this.
To see how it would feel.
Look at this.
The one thing I did that nobody has mentioned here was use a PlayStation controller as a sort of vibrator on my dick. There was an NHL hockey game where, if you pressed the right button during a menu screen, it would make a buzzer sound, which would cause the controllers to vibrate. I held down the button on one controller with one hand for like 10 straight minutes, while pressing the other controller on my dick with the other hand. I like to think of myself as the MacGyver of masturbation.
Get out of here, man, shit!
Yeah. We got to texting and generally started flirting over the summer, and she told me she wanted to go skinny dipping together. We went once, and then things heated up a bit, and we started hooking up about a week later, just as friends with benefits. One thing to note about this girl is that she was a compulsive liar. I know a lot of people say shit like that after they break up with someone, but I knew this going in. She was a little crazy and just seemed to never quite have a grip on reality. She wasn't too bad, but her mom was way worse. Her mom was one of the most controlling people I've ever seen. But back to the story. We would hook up once every couple of days, usually in the car. My parents went out of town for a couple nights, so she spent the night over once. Several weeks later, she gets cold feet and we go our separate ways. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted. But I get a call from her mom a few days later telling me that she was missing, and I was the last person she talked to. She called the FBI, and they said they needed to talk to me about her. So I had to explain to my parents this whole story. They didn't even know she existed up until this point, and talked to the FBI about her disappearance.
That's
Turns out
crazy.
she ran away because her mom was being a bitch, and she was found 2 days later. The Shreks was awesome, but don't put your dick in crazy. 2 Mr. Clean Magic erasers, and 1 latex glove, to make a homemade Shrek's toy.
Oh my
I used
God.
shampoo as lube. It's not the worst, but the worst feeling one. Never use shampoo as lube. I learned that the hard way the first time, then the second, third etc.
Why would you use shampoo as lube, bro? That shit burns your eyes. Why would you use it on your dick?
Got head from my now wife at our church camp back in high school.
Whoa.
We couldn't keep our hands off each other the whole weekend. I feel terrible, but it was some good dome.
At church camp?
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy!
Get that holy hey, that Holy Ghost got a hold of him.
I don't think I've heard it referred to as dome since 2003, haha. As a middle schooler I took some clay I used for art and molded it into the perfect dick with top and veins, then rushed to bake it in the kitchen oven while my mom was in the shower. I used it for a few weeks before my mom snooped in my room and found it going ballistic on me, saying I brought the devil into the house. My girlfriend
What?
and I are laying on the couch together. My mom is asleep in a chair 2 feet away. We ducked like animals right next to her, making no effort to be quiet. Mom didn't wake up because she was out after her 13th can of Milwaukee's Best Ice. I was 15.
So she didn't hear y'all niggas fucking?
Drove 12 hours, going so fast I shaved an hour and a half of my previous drive time to surprise a girl I had been having phone Shreks with. Only got a blowjob, but I did get that. Then I found out she not only had a boyfriend, but she was also cheating on him with another guy who showed up. I left town immediately, somewhat satisfied but also physically safe. Shit got a little heated when that guy arrived. Still amazes me to this day that a guy who is the other guy would get so mad that his not girlfriend is cheating on him. I don't know if that technically qualified as cheating on him. Her actual boyfriend, yes, but the side piece, crazy.
So let me try to gather this shit again. Joe, 12 hours going so fast, shaking out for my previous driving time. As far as the girl, full success with a blowjob. She only had a boyfriend, but she was all cheating on him with another guy who showed up. So she was a thought. Left town immediately, somewhat satisfied but physically safe. She got a little heated and the guy arrived. Yeah. This is his day that the guy who was the other guy would get so mad that his not girlfriend is cheating on him. I don't get what niggas is getting mad for, bro. Get mad at the thought for being a thought, bro. Why you gonna get mad at the nigga for just doing what nigga? He's doing what you was doing. You know what I mean? He was just hitting.
They used a cucumber as a dildo. Okay, I was 15. Okay, I cut the face out of my giant Nick Jonas poster, taped it to my pillow, and humped it until I came.
What? Yeah. Could be a girl. I don't think girls hump pillows. I don't think girls hump pillows, chat. It's a girl? No! They do? How's that work? I mean, I don't know about any other dudes having Nick Jonas as like, on their fucking wall, unless they're, which maybe if this is a guy, he's probably, but like shit.
When I was trying to hang it somewhere else in my room. Went down on the girl I was with at her parents' house during Christmas dinner. Same girl, ducked her underneath the blanket we were covered with during a movie night with her parents. Broke into their house, at her request, and woke her up by eating her out, while her parents slept in the next room. Long-ish story, but here it goes. I was on a training exercise with the Navy for a week on a ship off the coast of BC. AUKUS is what the ships are called. And the whole time everybody on the ship was hitting on one of the females on board, a really hot blonde who kept expressing that she had no interest in anyone on our ship. Last night of training, before we go back to port, and we are getting ready for lights out. BTW male and female bunks are separate rooms, and I go to my bunk and throw my knotapad on it. The rooms are really narrow, and stacked 3 high, so you can't see onto the top bunk, which was mine, and I hear someone say ouch when I throw my notebook on my bed. Now I'm confused, and climb up the ladder, to see who the duck is in my bunk, and it's the blonde. What are you doing in my bunk?
Wait, what? Drew notepad, or was it stacked in there? Sex high. Drew notepad in the bed. She said,
Just came up here for a nap. Care to join me? Sure, I proceed to climb in.
She said, care to join me? Oh my god. Oh my god.
To the bunk, and she spoons me from behind, so that I'm on the outside edge of the bunk, so no one else in the room, 6 guys BTW, can see her. Then an officer walks in, to make sure we are all actually in our rooms, and won't cause trouble on the last night of training. We all nod, and agree not to, then he leaves. As soon as he's gone, the blonde jumps off my bunk, to every other guy's surprise, looks at me, and says I gotta go, but my bed is open for you, if you liked me, then leaves. Fast forward 2 hours where all the guys are still up and chatting. I know the officers are all asleep, so I get out of my bunk and sneak down the hall, through a watertight bulkhead, which I had to open and close again, and those are not quiet, and head towards the girls' bunk room. I opened the door, keep in mind it's pitch black in these rooms, and immediately eat shit on all of the girls' bags piled by the door. Luckily no one woke up, so I got into the bunk which I knew was the hot blondes, and we proceeded to make out.
Okay, he should have chose better choice of words for the eat shit part, but I get what he's talking about.
And duck for way too long. One of the other girls woke up while we were doing it, but didn't see us cause she was on the bottom bunk below us, so we just kept very still and hoped she'd go back to sleep. It reeked of Shreks afterwards, but we managed to pull it off without being caught by any officers or any of her bunkmates. We planned on ducking on the plane home, but we were both so tired from not really sleeping the night before we just fell asleep on the plane instead. Missed opportunity, I guess, but I was happy with the results, and so was she. You've been...
That was a W story. That was a W story. I'll give her props for that. Even though that girl was definitely, she was very, very, she a freak, bro. She over here waiting in his bed on some shit. Like, what?